Hello, lovely people. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are. I'm coming at you from a very windy northern England. It's been raining and it's been quite windy. And despite that, it is still quite summery, a little bit warm, and loads of pollen because I don't know about you guys, but I love summer. I really, really love summer. And every single year, I forget that much as I love summer, summer doesn't love me back because of the pollen and my allergies this year. I think it's because we've been in lockdown for 18 months and because of isolation, social distancing, and face masks, my immune system just hasn't been given an opportunity to stay strong. And I am just suffering from the allergies so terribly and having to switch up the antihistamines and all of that stuff. And in past years, I've been able to control it with antihistamines, loratadine in particular, but loratadine hasn't been working for me, so I've had to switch up. Hence, my voice sounds a little bit weird because I'm constantly bunged up with the allergies. But you know what? I'm not letting it stop me enjoy summer. I am just, I am pushing through and just constantly taking different types of antihistamines, trying to sort it out. And I've had to completely cut out carbs or anything, just going on an anti-inflammatory diet because the allergies are also anti-inflammation. But anyway, I cannot believe how quickly we've arrived at Friday again. I am telling you, this past week has just been crazy. I did manage to finish 2 sewing projects, which is really, really awesome. Both of them were the silk blouses. And I cannot wait to show those. I just have to make time to actually record a video where I do a sew and tell. But they turned out so beautifully and it's been really inspiring. This week's We're in Burda, we're actually in an issue that I consider to be one of my favorites. I haven't yet sewn from it, so it's still a theoretical favorite issue, but it's 2006. So how I came to get this was I was reading a blog post from, I think it was Catherine Days, and she sews a lot with Burda. And she's been sewing with Burda for like decades, and her blog, I think it's more than 10 years old, so it's got a lot of Burda stuff in there. And in one of the posts that I was reading, she was saying that she considered this to be one of the best Burdas that she has in her collection. So I went on a hunt to try and get my hands on it. I wasn't able to get it straight away because obviously it's a 2006 issue. And eventually I got my hands on it probably about 12 months ago. Yeah, 12 months ago. But I spent a good 3 years trying to get my hands on it. And when I got it, let me tell you, it is gorgeous. It's got some beautiful styles in it, and I really do need to dip my toes into sewing from this. So I'm going to do a browse through of it, a very quick browse through, and I will pick up from after that to tell you some of my thoughts and the things that I would really love to make with this. This issue has got a lot of dresses. These are all of the styles at a glance. Lovely colors. Look at how beautiful this cropped jacket is. Wonderful textured fabric. Really great 3-piece outfit with the jacket, a top with a zipper front and a pencil skirt. I love this dress. It looks like it's made out of linen, but it's got a curved hem and beautiful tailoring. Another lovely 2-piece suit with a stand collar cropped jacket. Plenty of details. Really cute shoes as well. They look very comfortable, but they're also elevating the cuff a little bit, which I like. I just really love this top because it's got these cute little puff sleeves over here. There's little cap sleeves, and then you've got the V-neck line and it's slightly empire line. Beautiful. Such a beautiful dress. It's got a faux wrap front over here, giving it a V-neck line, and it's sleeveless, and it's got a handkerchief hem. And there's that cropped jacket again, and we can see the shawl collar at the front. I really really like this, and I like the length. I think that this would be so perfect for summer. And we have a wrap top with a dress. And what I really like about this is the detail where you do a trim on the wrap top that matches a skirt that you make, because that's one of the joys of sewing, isn't it? And just using a little cuff over there. And how gorgeous is this sheath dress? Cutaway sleeves. You know how much I love things that show off the shoulders. And I love how they've done this neckline using a braided trim. So I feel like there's so much inspiration coming from this. And again, with all of the details that you get from all of those tops and the jackets. Look at that. Beautiful. And that dress, you can see we've got a zip vent here on this curved seam line. And for anybody who's a fan of capsule wardrobes, we've got an idea for a capsule wardrobe in very cool colors. Here we've got champagne with blush pink. Quite like this sheath dress. I'll show you on the line drawing when we get to it, but it's actually got some seam lines, some curved seam lines over here, and a lovely scoop neck. And you can see that braided trim detail. Fantastic. See it on the top here. And this is a reader's design from when Burda used to invite readers to submit their designs. It's very modernistic for its time, I think. Got very sharp collars over here, and it's got a double collar as well. A simple dress with a mock wrap front. A shirt dress in a really popping print. I like that it's short sleeved and they've used a lovely belt with it. And then we have that dress again that's got the curved seam lines, and it's a sheath dress. And there's another beautiful sheath dress over here. This is an empire line dress with a crossover bodice, a little flounce at the bottom, and the sleeves have also got some little flounces if you like flounces. And how gorgeous is this sundress with the crossback detail and the buttons down the back to create a statement accent. And when you look at it over here, it's got the v-neck at the front and some shaping around the bust, tabbed pockets. I just think gorgeous. That shirt dress, beautiful detail with the belt loops being integrated down the fronts, and then you've got the pockets, cuffs that have a tab. So many details. Yet another gorgeous dress. This one has got button and tab here on the strap, and if you made this in a plain color, you could really go and have fun with those details. And then we have a beautiful wrap dress. You can never go wrong with a jersey wrap dress. Honestly, it's just so amazing. And then we've got a lovely dress here, again empire line with some lovely detail on the sleeve here, a drawstring that you can tie, and buttons down the front. Okay, so we're done with sweet and sassy. Now we're doing a little bit more edgy, and we've got this gorgeous looking jacket with all of the top stitching details and the hardware going with it, and it is so beautiful and so well made. And we have a lovely blouse here in black broderie anglaise fabric. It's a bit difficult to see the detail, but it does say it's saucy, elegant, sporty, romantic. Not sure how you can tick all those boxes with one design. This is another great blouse, which has got a princess seam and some ruching over here. So this is where the shaping is. And again, cute little detail with the sleeve where you've got the ruching and a drawstring. More edgy outfits with the balloon skirt and a vest over here. Yet another jacket full of detail. It looks like it's a double layered jacket. It looks as though you've got a corseted thing underneath, and then you've got the faux lapel over it. Fantastic. And there's that top again that we saw in the green jersey before, but now it's in black, and it just looks so sophisticated. Okay, the top from the previous page has just been lengthened into a dress, into a black dress. So easy enough to make a little black dress out of it. And then we've got the wrap dress again, but this time in black. How pretty is this? Lovely, cute, frilly detail. Love that. And then we're back to beautiful romantic silhouettes with lightweight chiffony fabrics. And you can see we've got like a panel here with a curved seam, and all of the radiating ruching comes here. Beautiful scoop neckline, just absolutely beautiful. So this is the petite sized one. And then we have a wrap top, beautiful texture. Folkloric dress in white linen, skirt and top in a white linen. I love the styling on this with the blue. Actually, come to think of it, look at that. This is why I love the styling on this, because it's very the silver with the blue jade pendants. That's so me. Yeah, look at all of that embroidery. It's a very relaxed look here with the capri pants that have the drawstring. And again, that tunic top with the embroidery. And we've got the tunic top this time with some trousers. I mean, this issue is really leaning into that embroidery stuff, you know, which I think is a good opportunity to use all those fancy stitches on your sewing machine. I know that I very rarely use them, but this is all linen, so it's all very cool, summery looks. And some adorable baby rompers and baby sewing patterns over here. So cute. So cute, but they grow out of them so quickly. And a few more homeware ideas. And that's a preview for the next issue. So I am just like so amazed and so impressed by how many actual patterns you get out of this. So many patterns. As you can see, look at that. You can do so much with that. All these tops, all these dresses. Not so many skirts, but you've got different silhouettes of the skirts. But look at the jackets. You've got all of these jackets, and look, there's one with the ruching detail over here. You know, these are not for the faint-hearted. You can see that's a 4 dot, 4 dot, 4 dot, 4 dot. And then you've got all the trousers and the kids sections. So that's a lot. That's a lot of patterns. So as you can see, back in the day, a Burda magazine came with tons of patterns. When I compare with the more recent ones, you can definitely see that there is more space in between the line drawings. They just don't seem to have as much or nearly as complex patterns. And I think that's because there seems to be a trend towards more simplicity, I guess. But anyway, with this one, why I ended up in here as well is because I'm interested in this balloon skirt over here, this sort of style. And that's because over a year ago, I went down the David Kibi Bodystyle rabbit hole. I went down it trying to figure out what my style is. And I thought I was a soft natural from doing the self quizzes, which is a really bad idea because there is no way that we can be completely objective about our features, our bodies, or anything like that. And I was completely off with my soft natural thing. And I actually tried to sew a couple of outfits based around the soft natural thing. And whilst they look okay on me, they didn't really feel like, oh, wow, this is what I really feel like I am. And so I sort of gave up on it after a while because I didn't like the restrictiveness of thinking, oh, I have to be doing this and all that. Because at the end of the day, I love sewing what I love to sew. But when I was writing about one of the garments that I made, thinking that I was a soft natural, somebody got in touch with me and she told me that she thought I was a soft gamine. And at first I was like, yeah, whatever, because I never considered myself to be a gamine. But when I went to read up on soft gamine and it was talking about the yin and yang balance and things like that, I actually thought, hang on, that sort of might suit me, right? And I started looking at my wardrobe, and actually most of the things that I really felt, you know how when you put an outfit together and you're wearing a particular outfit, it just makes you feel elevated. It makes you feel like you're just walking on a cloud and you're sort of like, you don't even care about other people. You just feel yourself, right? And the outfits that I had always felt like that in fitted into the soft gamine, description of what suits soft gamines best. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm going to go with the soft gamine. Because one thing I realized with the kibi system is that I personally didn't want to spend a long time trying to figure out which one I fit in, which one, whatever. I basically decided that I'm going to pick one and then I will follow the rules of that one and see how I get on with it. And if I feel like I want to add dramatic elements to my outfit, I can add them. If I want to add theatrical elements, I can add them. If I want to add romantic elements, I can add them, but I will try for an extended period of time, just one particular body type and see how I get on with that. Plus, there's the fact that I do like going to thrift shops, to charity shops, so I do get an opportunity to try out the different silhouettes. So anyway, so far, soft gamine has been working out well for me. What made it even more enhanced was that I found a series of articles by Dr. T Designs, I think, and I'll link it in the box down below. And she was doing a Sew Your Kibi series where I think she'd bought the book Metamorphosis. And so she was going through the book and then she was looking for sewing patterns to fit the body types. And so on her soft gamine, where she was going through the different types of skirt sewing patterns, top sewing patterns, it was freaky because a lot of the patterns that she'd picked for the dresses, for the tops, for the skirts, were patterns that were on my Pinterest favorite sewing patterns that I hope to sew one day, that I had made over my years as a seamstress. So sort of like, when I'd see a Burda pattern that I'd be like, oh, I really like this, and I would add it to that. And let me tell you, it was quite freaky to realize that a lot of the patterns that I had identified as patterns that I really like were on her list of Sew Your Kibi for soft gamine. So I was like, ooh, the evidence is adding up a little bit here. So that's why I'm in here. So I've never had a balloon skirt, and the few times that I've gone to the charity shops, I haven't come across a balloon skirt because I think it is a very niche type thing. So I want to make it, and this one has got an appropriate one, and I need to sneeze, so I'm just going to pause it for now. Sorry, as I mentioned, my allergies are really acting up, so I needed to sneeze. My eyes are a little bit watery. But yeah, so I'm currently working on the assumption that I am a soft gamine, and I do mix it up though. I'm not, I'd say probably 50% of the time I am consciously trying to pick out things that fit that particular silhouette, which isn't a big problem because quite a huge part of my wardrobe does suit the soft gamine thing. So that's how I ended up being in Burda 5 2006, is because I'm looking at making the tulip style skirt. I will link it in the description box down below. Do go check out Dr. T, her Sew Your Kibi series, because she goes through the different kibi body types and she suggests different sewing patterns that you can use. And in fact, one of the sewing patterns that I had already chosen a long time ago, before knowing about kibi or anything like that, is the top that I made in the Liberty silk. And it just looks and it feels amazing on me. So I'm a little bit like, okay, there might be something to this being a soft gamine for now. And I'm perfectly happy in that category at the moment and exploring it and absolutely having fun. So that's me. It's a little bit extra long today because the magazine is pretty banging and it's got a lot of patterns, so it took a longer time to browse through. And I just wanted to have a quick chat and a catch up about, what's going on with my sewing journey and my sewing life. So I've currently finished 2 of the Minerva brand ambassador makes that I was supposed to be getting done, and I'm finally cutting into that embroidered denim this weekend, which is going to be awesome. It's going to be so much fun. Anyway, as always, guys, take care. I wish you well and happy sewing. Bye.